Good Erev Shabbos to you. I hope you're all well.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Hope all your friends and family in Israel are safe and well.
Absolutely.
So, final Mazel Tovs before Pesach.
Yes, Mazel Tov to Gail and Michael Garcia on Ilan's Bar Mitzvah.
Mazel Tov.
And to grandmother Linda Davidson.
Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov to Sarah and Richard Winthrop on Jessica's Bat Mitzvah.
Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov to Jeff Goldman on his second Bar Mitzvah.
Mazel Tov.
And Mazel Tov to Gillian and Lincoln Hurst on Tom's Ufruf.
Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov to Joshua Lewis on his forthcoming wedding to Harriet and
Mazel
to
Tov.
parents Sharon and Stephen.
Mazel Tov.
And Mazel Tov to Rochelle and Stephen Davis on the Bar Mitzvah of their grandson and
Mazel
to great-grandma Betty Davis.
Mazel Tov.
It's different to last week's when it was a bat mitzvah.
Yes.
Lovely, so many simchas. And Mazel Tov to Shirley and Lester Jacobs on their upcoming golden wedding anniversary.
Mazel Tov.
And to anyone else celebrating a birthday, anniversary, or any other simcha in the coming week.
Mazel Tov.
We wish refuah shlema to anyone who's unwell.
For Shlema.
We wish long life to the family of Gerald Morris on his sad passing, the father of our late member Lauren Shogger. And we wish long life to the family of Alan Fishman on his sad passing. And to Jackie Marco on the sad passing of her mother. And long life to anyone observing in York site this week.
We should all have. Yes. Any shout outs this week?
Yes, a big shout out to Avristock on winning the United Synagogue competition for Tiptree Jam. I think that's right.
Lovely.
For Pesach.
We'll come around for tea.
There's a great video, see how they supervise that. If you want to have a look on the US
fascinating to know how they
newsletter and things. And
Pesach.
also on the US newsletter, you can vote for the Bournemouth Vigil team.
Yes.
I think it's some MDA award. So go and do that, please. Are we allowed to do that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
No one's going to write in and say, excuse me.
Correct.
Bournemouth Vigil team, go you. So I hope they win.
Yes.
Sale of Chometz forms, is that shout out? Don't know.
Yeah, just a reminder. Yes, sale of Chometz forms need to be in. I think it is by Sunday latest, please. Also to remind you that also Shabbos, Saturday night, the clocks go forward, spring forward.
Yep.
Yes, so
lose an hour.
Yes, lose an hour because we go forward an
Just what we
hour. And talking of time, look out for those little short videos I'm doing, 30 seconds for your Seder, short burst of inspiration to help you have an inspiring and interesting Seder. Look out for those on YouTube and all the local normal social media channels. Also, a reminder on Erev Pesach on Wednesday, yes, to make an Erev Tavshilin because Yom Tov goes into Shabbos, so you can continue your preparations on Yom Tov for Shabbos. Also, there is one more shout out, a birthday. We got it wrong last week. It is a special birthday for Stuart Pollock.
Oh yeah, this week.
And anybody else who's got a special birthday or anniversary coming up. Okay. Yes, I mentioned that. Oh yes, also yes, as my annual reminder, as it's Shabbat Shalom, to remind you also, if you haven't yet done your Pesach shopping or you've already done it, please make sure to check.
Doing it now.
Yes, if we're doing it right now, please make sure to check that everything you buy has a kosher for Pesach hechsher on it. Just because it is in a kosher Pesach shop or section in a supermarket doesn't guarantee it's kosher for Pesach. Please make sure you read the labels properly.
Yeah, the chocolate eggs are not for Pesach, I'm afraid.
Right. No. Okay. Thank you. That's very helpful.
Pleasure.
Let's move on. Friday night. Shabbos begins. Candle lighting is at 6:11. Mincha Kabbalah Shabbos and Mariv will be at that time at Croxdale in Yavne and in Elstree, kindly hosted by Family Assor. There is gingerbread storytime, I think, probably the last one of the season. Shabbos morning, Hashkama at Croxdale is at 8 o'clock, main service at 9:30, and at Yavne at 9:15. Mincha at Croxdale is at 5:45, followed by my Shabbos Hagadol Shir, which is entitled, Why is this night different? The answer that's not just for children. So come along and hear that. That's 5:45 with a Suda. And Mariv, when Shabbos ends, is at 7:14 and 15 minutes later at Yavne. Okay, so we might be tempted to think that horrible arson attack in Golders Green was a new form of anti-Semitism. However, it is just the latest expression of an irrational hatred that stretches back centuries, rooted, as we know, as far back as the persecution and slavery that our people endured in ancient Egypt. On Shabbos HaGadol this week, the great Shabbos, we recall the extraordinary faith of our ancestors and their quiet but profound act of defiance that set redemption in motion. Thousands of years later, we draw on that same spirit of resilience, of courage, and to reaffirm our determination to continue to live, to build, and to celebrate our traditions without fear. We do so with the knowledge of the enduring truth that the more they try to afflict us, the more we multiplied and grew. As we prepare for Pesach, we're reminded that our story isn't only one of survival, but of renewal, a future in which we don't merely endure, but we live openly, confidently, and proudly as Jews. Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom, and if we don't speak to you before,
Have a good
Chag
Pesach.
Sameach, yes.
I just
Chag
want to
Sameach,
add
yes.
one tiny thing, that we never know the outcome of things. We never know the real story. And just to let you all know that while we're filming this, we are surrounded in boxes. But you can't see any of that. So don't believe everything you can see.
Why am I surrounded by boxes?
Well, yeah.
Because we're leaving Egypt.
Because we're leaving Egypt.
Yes. We'll see you very soon.
Shabbat Shalom.
Chag Sameach.